join me here on a Hertfordshire club lake I've been a member of for nearly 30 years. Fished it on and off throughout that period, but mainly spending time on the other lake across the road where the fish are slightly bigger. Out there today is covered in a little bit of blanket weed. So I'm going to show you throughout the day how I combat just fishing over that tiny bit of blanket weed to get the perfect presentation every time. This is the first one of the day. Hopefully there's many more to come. First thing I want to talk to you about today is my lead and my rig arrangement and why I'm using that. Basically, as you can see, it's just a standard helicopter rig. The reason I'm using this is because when you're using stuff like inlines, lead clips, the lead is obviously close to the hook length, so it can bury into the gunk that you're fishing into the blanket weed. Whereas this, basically by using the bead, if I'm fishing in weed that's say 2 inches, I'll put the bead up say 2.5 inches. If the weed's say 6 inches, I'll even move the bead up further. The rig itself is a 10-inch length of camo coated hook length material down to a size 6 wide gape that's simply been knotless knotted with a small piece of shrink tube. There's a small rig ring on there and a small critically balanced pop-up with a small shot just enough to take it down on top of the weed. Today on this trip, I've been attaching a small PVA bag of pellets on there because the weed out there is not too bad. But I'm always making sure that I always put a nugget of foam on there just to make sure that the hook point is sat clear of any weed. If the weed was worse out there, then I would just take the bag off and just use a nugget of foam so that I make sure that that rig is fishing effectively at all times. This rig has caught me loads of fish in the past. It's a rig I've got maximum confidence in, and hopefully we'll catch a few today. Just into the second one of the day now. Just gave them another couple of spods full of bait, and literally bite happened instantly. Just goes to show you, regular and often baiting sometimes can bring results. This one feels like a bit of a better fish. We'll see, hopefully we get him in. Just goes to show you, that spodding, starting to work a treat. There you go, second one of the day in the net, happy days. Here he is, another common. This one's passing bait out on the mat. So with that said, I'm going to slip him back and then I'm going to talk to you about the baiting strategy. Right, today my baiting strategy has been twofold really. Firstly, I've been introducing boilies into the area just purely to draw fish into the swim. But secondly, and more importantly, is I've been baiting accurately with spod mix that contains hemp, pellet, corn, 18mm and 12mm baits. Some of these are halved, chopped, crumbed. What this does is allows me to bait it accurately for bait to sit on top of that silkweed at differing levels, allowing fish to always have access to food. This will in turn make the fish feed more aggressively and make them easier to catch. But also what it will do is if you keep fishing that spot regularly, it will make the spot become cleaner. As the fish start to root around in that weed, you'll find that the area becomes cleaner, and this in turn will help you catch more carp, as it will make your rigs easier to present onto a spot. Right, this little fella's going to be the last of the day. I'm going to pack away now and take my missus out for something to eat tonight. But I'm sure if you're faced with the same situations that I have been today, and you adopt them methods, they'll catch you plenty of carp, just like they have done me over the years. Cheers, be lucky.